Alright, welcome back, Lifers. So today we're going to be back in the bait cave again, making some more baits. But today we're doing something just a little bit different. We're going to be doing a dual color again, but we're going to be color matching a color that Reaction Innovations makes, which is Blacklight. It's a pretty good color. I kind of want to have some, probably get rid of some type deal, but we're gonna recreate Blacklight from Reaction Innovations, Sweet Beaver, their Kinky Beaver. I can't remember what all other things they have it in, but I know they have it in the Sweet Beaver and the Kinky Beaver. So we're gonna recreate those, and I think we're gonna shoot them in a few different molds if we can get away with it. So I think we're gonna try to shoot them into like a brush hog style, a worm style, and a crawl style if we can get away with it. So that's the plan. We're gonna heat these cups up and get to it. Alright guys, so I'm recording off my phone screen and it's kind of hard to show y'all, but that is the Kinky Beaver. This is the Sweet Beaver. They actually slightly look different. This one's definitely got more purple hue to it. This one's more just a little bit of flake to that, but it's a laminate color, black on one side, and like a, on this one it looks like it's a Junebuggish with a blue flake. But on this one, it doesn't seem as Junebuggish. I guess because the colors are a little bit tighter together. But it's not as standout and bright. We're going to go a little bit closer to that, hopefully. But if we end up with something kind of like that, I'll be pretty satisfied too. But that's the plan. That's kind of what I want to go for. It's kind of harder for y'all to see on that screen, but y'all can see the black on top. And then it kind of has some of that. And then it goes to that purplish blue on the bottom. So that's the Reaction Innovations Blacklight, and that's what we're going to try to do. So as you can see, we got our Junebuggish color, we got our blue flake, and we got our black. So we got our cups heated up, and we're going to try to mimic those colors the best we can. So we're going to get those out and show y'all how we're going to try to copy this, how much we're going to use, what we're going to do, all that. Alright, so we got our cups here, which they're not fully as close to the temperature that we would want to shoot in, but we got them right here and we're close enough that we can put color in and heat them up some more. But we're going to go ahead and start on the Junebug side. So we're probably going to do, I don't know, about 10 drops. 1, 2, oh, well that came out fast. That was about 3 to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to start with that. That should get us pretty Junebuggy. See how that mixes up. We could go quite a bit darker though. I think we got to go like 5 more drops. Because we're going to add this blue flake, and the flake will actually lighten it up a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to go 6 drops instead. We'll give it a little extra drop because it was pretty thin still. Now we're getting into that real nice purple color. So I'm thinking we're getting pretty purple. We might go ahead and add the blue flake just to see how it's going to lighten it up. And we're going to, it looked pretty healthy, so we're going to take a pretty good scoop of this and throw it off in there. Because it looked like it was pretty heavily flaked. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Oh yeah. I don't know how well y'all can see that. I think that's a relatively good base to start at. Because we're not going to try to make our black too black either, because they're going to both darken each other up just a little bit. I think we're going to have to throw We might have to throw this back in because it cooled off a little bit quicker than I thought they would. So we're gonna pop this one back in the microwave for a second. Be careful with your plastic. That's why you wear gloves. But I'm not smart, so I'm not wearing gloves. Well, we'll throw that one back in and we'll get it mixed up here in a second for you guys. Alright, we got our cup back out. We're gonna go ahead and toss in some black. I think we're only gonna do, we're gonna start with 8 since we did about that with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or, well, I don't remember what we were at with that, honestly, now that I think about it. Because I did it in 2 separate. And I usually write this stuff down when I'm trying to make new colors. But I'm just trying to copy a color right now. And it's more based off of what I see to the eye when you're copying a color than when you're trying to make your own new color. And you want to be able to recreate it. Now, if I wanted to be able to really recreate this, I would write everything down that I'm doing. That way I could go back and recreate it exactly how I wanted it. But we're kind of just doing this for a video. I'm eyeballing. Because usually when you're matching a color that's already on the shelves, you're just eyeballing it anyways. You're not really, there's no formulas to go off of. And it's always better to kind of go less because you can always add and you can't take away when it comes to bait making. Once I add a certain amount of color, I can't take that color back out. So if I go a little light to begin with, that's alright, because I could always darken it up the next shoot. But that's looking pretty good to me. I think we're going to get these heated back up to temperature how they both need to be. That way we can shoot them together, and we're going to show y'all that process too. Alright guys, so we got the cups over here. We're getting ready to shoot. I wish I could show y'all a little better, but we're going to try to just go as far down these as we can. I don't have that much room to work with, and I'm trying to work with quite a bit of molds. So, we're just going to get as far as we can go and show y'all the best we can. If I had a camera person here with me, it'd be a little bit easier. But, running it solo, so we got to do what we got to do and try to get as much on it here as we can for you guys. Alright, so we got them shot out. We're going to give them a little test squeeze. We're going to go down the line the best we can. Making sure to top everything off as we go. I don't think we're going to get to the crawls, but I think we'll get the worms. We'll go back and shoot the crawls for you guys. Top everything off. Shut this down and shoot them back into the cups. And now what we'll do is, since we didn't get the crawls, is we'll go back, redo, heat all this up for you guys. We'll actually show y'all a little bit better with the crawls, what temperatures we're working with the 2 cups, all that. And we'll get a little bit more in-depth on it. That way we can shoot these and it'll be interesting to y'all still. But we're going to let these cool, open these up, show you how these look, and then we'll shoot the crawls. Alright guys, so we should be cooled off enough to go ahead and open this up. And this is the brush hog mold. So we're going to go ahead and pop those out. I think we could have went maybe just a tad bit darker on both. But we'll see. Still looks pretty good. So we got those. We'll pop one off. See. Y'all can see that laminate right there. Purple's a little bit clear, but it looks pretty good to me. You got the nice and the nice black. I'll get a good look at the sprue because the sprue is a little bit thicker. But you got that real nice blue. We'll also take them over here to the sun. We'll pop them all off real quick. Set the sprue to the side. You ever want to know how to make laminate baits look good? Just randomly toss them in your hands and they'll lay out a bunch of different ways and it looks really nice. So we'll try to get in the sun right here without me blocking it. So as you can see, we got that real nice bluish purple to a black. Looks real good to me. We're gonna open them up in the other things. The worms are probably gonna look pretty good too. Probably be a little bit clear like these. Probably could have went a little bit darker on both, but I kind of like this lighter look to it because it's still dark, but it's not so flooded with just colorant. It's shiny for being a dark color. So I kind of dig that. We're gonna go ahead and lay those out right here. Get them all straightened out. We're just gonna set them over here for now. But we're gonna go over here, get back on these, and get some of these other ones opened up. Actually, I've got to figure out where to set this. We'll set this right back here for now. Hopefully it doesn't fall. But we'll go ahead and open up one of these worms and show you all the worms too. So, like I thought, kind of clear, so the tails are somewhat see-through. But that's not too terribly bad, in my opinion. I still kind of like that. For being a dark color, it's pretty subtle of a dark color. You can see the tails ended up kind of see-through. We'll get them in the light over here for you guys. Let me not block the light. See, the tails ended up kind of see-through. But as for the bodies, they still look pretty dang good. So we'll get those other worms opened up, and then we'll get ready to do the crawls. And I think we're just gonna leave it like it is. I don't think we're gonna darken it up because I'm digging this little bit of a more natural dark color look. I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't look as solid, but it's still a dark color. It's still gonna stand out. So I really dig it. So that's what we're gonna work with. It's a slight bit different than what they had, but I'm kind of digging it more because you get a little bit more of the hues through it. You get that real nice, and it probably looks a little bit more blue to y'all, but I'm getting quite a bit of purple. The flake is just flooding the camera according to this little screen, so it really looks blue on here. So it's almost like a black and blue to y'all, but it's got a purple. It's like a bluish purple. So, but we might go ahead and just darken up the purple on the crawl side just a little bit, just when we do the crawls, so y'all can get a little bit closer representation of their color. But I dig that for sure. So we're gonna get over here, open this last mold, and then we'll heat this up for you guys. All right, so we got them both heated up, and both got the June bug darkened up. 330. 318. We want to actually get this black just a touch bit warmer. Throw that in for like 8 seconds, and that should get them a little bit closer to temp. You want them to be as close as possible. So yeah. Stir this real quick, and we'll run that. They should be pretty close. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Throw my glove on. I'm gonna make sure they're both of them good. Suck them up nice and slow. And then I like to give them a little test squeeze, make sure they both come out nice and even. Then we go straight to the mold and push down. And then you just want to hold just a little bit of pressure, just to make sure. Then you top it off. And we're good. And we want to just shoot it back into the cups. That way we don't lose any plastic. And we're all good, and we're going to let those cool off. Let that cool off. I'm sorry I didn't switch the camera, my bad. But we're going to let those cool off. And we'll open the crawls up for you. But we did darken up the purple a little bit. I don't know how well y'all can tell that. It's a lot more purple now. Black, we kept the same. So we're gonna see if this comes out a little bit more like it. It's looking a little bit better. It still looks blue to you guys, which is so weird to me because I see purple, but y'all see blue. So, and I clearly used a June bug. I mean, I showed y'all. That's the exact one that I used. mean, the blue flake is just, I guess, overpowering to the camera. So when it reflects the light, because the camera's made to pick up the light. But we'll pull those out. We'll show you those. We'll get them all lined up and show you all of them. And then that'll be this for this video. So, glad y'all stuck around. Remember, stick around just a little bit longer. And you get to see how these crawls turned out. They're just going to be a little bit different. Alright guys, so these crawls should be cooled off enough. A little bit of plastic stick to the mold. Get these open for you guys. Oh, this one's always a little bit harder to open. It just likes to hold the plastic, holds together a little bit better in these. As you can see, we got that little bit darker purple. This is one's almost like the sweet beaver, not the kinky beaver color. We'll pull these off. Come over here and try to show y'all in the sun real quick. Like this maybe. See, they got a little bit more of that. These actually look a lot more like the black light that I remember using from them. Those, I just like the way those came out, but this is a lot more, this is more suited to what their color actually looks like. So you end up with a black top and kind of that purplish blue bottom. So this was a lot more accurate representation of what blacklight actually is. But I like the way the other ones turned out. They turned out a little more natural looking, but this still looks good and will still catch fish. So we're gonna lay those out right there, let them all kind of harden up a little bit, and we'll take them and set them out in our basically little storage room where we store all our plastics. But hope y'all like that. I hope y'all enjoyed. That was color matching the Reaction Innovations Blacklight. The crawls really came out more like their color, but I like the way that the worms kind of ended up a little see-through in the tails. Same with the brush hogs, they're a little bit more see-through in the appendages and everything, but a little more solid in the body. But hope y'all enjoyed. Remember, if y'all want to see more bait making videos, like, subscribe, stick around, become a lifer, and we'll see y'all in the next video.